On April 27, 2024, Irina Zarutska, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee, was fatally stabbed on a public transit train in Charlotte, North Carolina. The man charged with her murder, DeCarlos Brown Jr., had been released on bond following a pre-trial hearing conducted by Judge Teresa Stokes. This case has ignited significant public debate regarding the judiciary's role in balancing the rights of the accused against the imperative of public safety, focusing specifically on the decision to release a defendant with a documented history of violent crime. Judge Teresa Stokes's involvement in a second chance program demonstrates a philosophical commitment to rehabilitation. This could create a subconscious or conscious bias, leading the judge to view defendants through the lens of their potential for reform rather than an objective assessment of their risk to public safety. Ethical concerns aside, the primary purpose of a bail hearing is to assess a defendant's flight risk and potential danger to the community. In the case of DeCarlos Brown Jr., his criminal record was extensive, including prior convictions for violent felonies like armed robbery. Judicial officers are tasked with applying legal standards to these facts, requiring a careful weighing of factors before granting release. The decision by Judge Stokes has prompted intense scrutiny of how Mr. Brown's history was evaluated against the legal criteria for pre-trial detention. The outcome raises fundamental questions about the threshold for determining danger to the community, and highlights the immense challenge of applying principles like the presumption of innocence when confronted with substantial evidence of past violent behavior. The sequence of events, from Mr. Brown's custody to his release by court order and the subsequent attack on Ms. Zarutska, forms a direct chain that places the pre-trial hearing as a critical point of intervention. While broader systemic issues are relevant, the judicial decision to release or detain is a significant lever of control. The death of Irina Zarutska has thus made this case a focal point for a pressing debate on judicial accountability. This raises critical questions for the legal system. What mechanisms for accountability exist when a pre-trial release decision is followed by a violent crime? Furthermore, to what extent should a judge be held liable for the subsequent actions of a defendant, and does this specific case warrant a formal review of adherence to judicial duties regarding public safety? Examining these questions is essential for understanding the standards of judicial discretion and the profound consequences of these courtroom decisions.